You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Smalls, everything good?
Great.
Everything
Great.
good? You just rolling down that path.
Countdown to Friday, and I'm going to go see some very funny comedians.
Big stuff coming up Friday. We'll get into that a little more as this little debacle rolls down the track. Sheena Easton has a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Sheena Easton.
Or as I know her, because we grew up together, Shirley Orr.
Really?
That is her name, John.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you grew up with her either.
True story. Well, that's not. No,
not
I just
true.
made that part up, John.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know nowadays.
Shirley Orr, Sheena Easton is 62 today.
Okay.
Nice.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Do you know what the S stands for?
He's slightly older.
And that is his real name. What is the S for, John?
That's actually not his real name. Ulysses was his
Okay,
chosen.
that's great. 18th U.S. President and Union General and all-around cool guy.
His real name was Hiram Ulysses Grant, and he changed it to Ulysses Simpson Grant.
That's made up.
No, it's serious.
Totally made up. Kiss guitarist Paul Ace Frehley is 70 today.
Okay.
70.
Nice.
And I saved this for last because John can plug the show because we syndicate it. Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
Boy, this
Everybody
guy.
loved Casey.
Billboard top 100, top 40, whatever. Countdown shows have been around a long time. But Casey Kasem, he invented the American Top 40.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that
pretty
cool?
cool.
That was his baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was, and he did it better than anybody else.
That's
and
for sure.
I love listening to our main man, Mr. Rick Dees. He's on 7 Ds a week, but even Rick Dees liked the Casey Kasem show better.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get nice comments
Casey's
when
better,
we
yeah.
run Casey on the weekends.
Yeah.
It was 1773, this very day, British Parliament passes the Tea Act.
Ah.
Some folks in Boston are not going to like this.
It didn't go over too well, if I remember
Not
correctly.
even a little. 1805, this day, U.S. Marines attack the, no kidding, shores of Tripoli.
Oh yeah,
Done that, the Battle Hymn of the Republic probably never would have been written
yeah, exactly,
because it is from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
exactly.
We fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. In 1937, we were just kids. The very first United States Social Security payment is made. Recipient was heard to say after opening it, going, you're kidding me, right? What is this, some kind of a joke? Oh, I know, you know, we all know. We just stumble forward.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory.
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Felt snappy salute off the well-started beer, the Ranger Dan cap to you, too. What's going on over there, Ira? Hello, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Working our way through the alphabet for the past couple of weeks here, and lo and behold, we're coming sort of towards the end now. What I know you two pay a lot of attention. You cling on to every darn word I say every darn day, Monday through Friday on Critter Corner. What letter are we on today?
Is it
K.
B?
K.
I know it's not K.
That's fantastic.
N.
Nice to have such a great attentive fan base right here in the studio.
P.
It is P, and
Yeah.
you're a little late to the game there, Lenny. So we'll just move on. P, of course. We're dealing with critters that start with P. There's quite a bit of them, and a lot of them are pretty popular too. You got your pandas, your panthers, your pigs, your polar bears, peacocks, pigeons, pumas, pythons, ooh, skitty, prawns, prairie dogs. But I want to talk about porcupine.
Okay.
Porcupines are darn interesting critters, and I think I may have mentioned in a past episode, porcupines, surprisingly enough, contain no pork and even less pine.
That's so confusing.
Why their name that is anybody's guess. Porcupines are, you can find them in Africa and also Eurasia.
Really?
I'm not Asia, you're Asia. I just said that so nobody knows I really don't know where the heck that place is. And then, of course, you can find porcupines right here in the good old U.S. of A. too. Did you know porcupines grow up to 2 feet long?
Oh, really?
I did not.
They can weigh up to 60 pounds.
Whoa.
That's a healthy little beastie there. Now, here's the deal. Right around their rear there, it's called a skirt. That's a skirt of quills because that's what they're known for, those big spikes coming out of them. Now, those things can grow up to 10 inches long, sometimes up to 20 inches long, and your average adult porcupine has up to 30,000 of those things.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, indeed.
Yep, and predators come after them and not get close. Just bang, stick them right in the face and other body parts and whatnot until that predator goes, this just ain't worth it.
Right. That's right.
They just trundle off and look for something else to do. Now, when a porcupine gets a little distempered, when they're getting a little fearful, when maybe they're under attack or whatever, they can puff themselves up and look up to 3 times larger than they actually are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a lot like that Rosie O'Donnell fella after a free buffet. Now, porcupines can live up to 23 years. And they generally only mate once a year, with the female generally only giving birth to just one baby.
Oh, wow.
Now, you can tell mating season if you're walking through the woods and you hear something that sounds a lot like, ouch, ooh, ouch. Oh, easy there, Scott. Whoa, ow, yikes. Holy cow. This is fun. Porcupines, because all those quills and things, they got some fun little nicknames, too, including thorn pigs, spine hogs, and my favorite, needle beavers.
Needle beavers?
Needle beavers. Yeah, that's kind of a cute name for porcupine. Now, the babies, and this is interesting, baby porcupines are actually known as porcupetes.
Really?
That is French for little pricks. Well, that's all the time we have today, Little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something. I know I sure gosh darn did. Till next Critic Corner, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many. And addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now.
First, before we get into it here, want to welcome Maximum Promotions to the Sunny Radio family.
Yay, welcome aboard.
Yes.
And kind of fun thing we're going to be doing, and I want to say we're going to start it this Friday. I'm 90% sure.
Yeah.
Little thing we're going to be calling the Sunny Radio Maximum Promotions Free Flag Friday.
Yes.
We will be giving away a flag every Friday from Maximum Promotions.
I really love this.
I do too.
Yeah, this is 3x5 flag made in the USA.
Love
Comes with
it.
the hardware, the pole, everything else. Pretty cool. So be listening for the deets on that cool little deal. Let's talk cops, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
It's been a little while. As you know, I am a Minneapolis native.
Yes.
I still have family who lives there, including 3 brothers.
I'm sorry.
They've lived through all the tumultuous,
Yeah.
the George Floyd thing, everything else. What is happening around the country, as I'm sure you're aware in some of these major cities, is not just taking funds away from police departments, but reconfiguring our let's rethink how police work really should work. Minneapolis is no different. They pulled several million out of the police department. Several hundred police officers have either taken early retirement or just out and out quit.
Me too. I would have too.
I looked this up. This is only the 4th month of the new year of 2021. Crime rates, Minneapolis, and these are just the basics from last year total. Homicides are up 70%.
Oh yeah. What do you know?
Gunshot victims up 105%. Carjackings are up over 300%. That's just Minneapolis. So I took a look. Our Sioux Falls Police Department, which is always
phenomenal.
Always looking for more officers, pad things up. Sioux Falls PD just this past Saturday and Sunday, just a 48-hour period this past weekend, responded to over 440 calls, including assaults, vehicle accidents, public intoxication, burglaries, auto theft, reckless driving, domestic disputes, missing persons, noise disturbances, etc., etc., etc.
Only 10% of those were Heidi.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is we are not aware of most of that because Sioux Falls PD just takes care of business.
They just take care of business. They get it done.
As it should be. So that's where it's at. And those are the differences, man. And it's happening. I'm just proud of what the city is doing and how they do it. So right on.
Absolutely. I agree completely.
Yeah.
Just wanted to draw attention to that.
I think that's really cool that you did draw attention to that. And the thing that would be really, really nice, if people would just be nice to the police officers.
And for the most part, they are, because you don't hear about a lot of trouble. I mean, it's
not here.
There
Not
just
much.
isn't. But keep in mind, almost in any 24-hour period in the city of Sioux Falls, our folks wearing the badge are responding to over 200 calls.
That's insane.
Some of them very serious, a lot of them just annoyance, whatever. But they're doing a pretty exceptional job, and it's stressful stuff.
Yeah,
And I watched
absolutely.
a
God
video
bless
that
them all.
I
They're
thought was
amazing.
wonderful. There was a guy talking about if you just comply, and if you've got a complaint, you've got an issue, like that's to be dealt with later, not on the side of the road. Like, what are you going to accomplish? Nothing good there.
Right.
So if there is an issue, document the issue and follow up right away, but don't try to do that on, anywhere. I think that makes sense in every line of work.
I actually had a problem back in the mid-'90s with an officer here in town. And names aren't important, but it was... Well, I was not real happy with how things went with this whole thing, but I was very level-headed. I was very, cooperative, blah, 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 blah. And I did call City Hall, and I did make some contacts, and I did go through the process. And, he doesn't live here anymore, nor is he a police officer. So,
wow.
Yeah, they'll take care of business if right is right.
Again, do it the right way. It makes a lot more sense doing that. So, and again, if you think about how many awesome cops there are doing amazing things,
99.9%.
you never hear about.
Exactly.
You hear it here because anytime we see a good news story that we can share, we share those all the time. But sadly, it's like all we ever typically hear in the national news are the negative things. So I'm glad that we get to point out the positive stuff. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me, you two wacky funsters. What are you kidding me? Look at you two.
We're almost done with Holy Humor Month, and we have to decide, are we bringing back entertainment news?
That wraps up this week.
I know, this is the last week. But think about this. Entertainment news is all about celebrities and all about Hollywood. And Hollywood just had their biggest night, and nobody cares.
And nobody cares.
Oh, you're talking about the Oscars, the Academy Awards? Okay, last year, 2020, was the least watched ever in the history of the award. That was 2020.
Yeah.
This past Sunday night, it was down 58% from last year.
So that's
not even 10.
You would think sooner or later they're going to figure this stuff out.
Not even 10 million people tuned it in on Sunday. That's
more people have seen the movie the three of us are in, Deary, than have seen it. If you haven't seen that.
No, think of it this way. That Crazy Tiger King stuff, when that was on, week after week, had over 3 times the viewers that the Oscars did Sunday night.
We'll have to decide if we're bringing back entertainment news or some other fun thing. So
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll kick it around.
Yeah, again, another week to think about it. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, again, thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Got some fun things. Holy Humor Month on the way, and I've got, speaking of humor, Good Humor Men. Last chance to win tickets today as well. All of that on the way in just a bit.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with a very, very funny man, Mr. Andy Henriksen. He's one of the Good Humor Men. They're going to be in Sioux Falls this Friday. Andy, we talked yesterday with one of the cohorts of yours that's going to be on stage with you. We talked to Moody yesterday. Are you funnier than Moody?
Well, that's a tough. I would say we're equally funny in different ways. How about that?
You know what? You should be a politician, man. That's a great answer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've known Moody for a long time. We're old friends, and
No, I
can't really say on a public forum.
No, I understand. I'm just being silly anyway. I'm excited to have you guys in town. Good Humor Men, we're here one other time, and now you guys are coming back. This is Good Humor Men 2, and it's different jokes and several different people as well. How long have you been performing stand-up comedy, sir?
22 years.
Nice.
22 years. Yep. I've been to Sioux Falls. I've done shows in South Dakota in the past, but I've been to every state except for 3.
Nice.
I'm trying to check those off, but yeah, I've been all over the country, all over the world doing comedy. 22 years. It's been a heck of a ride. That much. It's been a lot of fun.
That is really, really cool. We're excited to have you here this Friday, and we've been doing a little ticket giveaway, so we've already had several people that have won tickets. I want to remind anybody who has not yet had a chance to win, we still have a few left. sunnyradio.com, click the Win Awesome Prizes button. You'll see it right there. We've got it all over our social media as well, and there's still some tickets available for purchase, so if you haven't had a chance to purchase them, the show is this Friday. It is at the Washington Pavilion in Sioux Falls, and it's going to be one heck of a show. Now, the Good Humor Men, do you guys travel, the 3 of you travel together quite a bit?
Well, yeah, it's a mix. There's a handful of comedians that all are under this Good Humor label, and Pat Hazel, who performs and organizes these shows, he'll mix it up depending on where we go. So, for example, Good Humor. There's been a Good Humor in Sioux Falls. I think it was a couple years ago, and it had a couple different acts, and so he'll grab new guys like me and Moody, so you can mix it up and have a different show. So people will come out and have a totally different show with different comedians, different funny jokes, and that's how it works.
I love it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The folks that went to it when you guys were in town last time, Pat and the other comedians, they had such a good time. I know that a bunch of people already have their tickets. If you've not yet got a ticket, get one now. If you want to take a chance and try to win some, we've got those on our Facebook page as well. People have probably seen you perform because you've been on a bunch of the late night programs, haven't you?
Yeah, I was on the Late Late Show on CBS, and I was on David Letterman, and I got a dry bar comedy special out that's making the rounds online, and which is the new place to put your special. And so if they happen to be watching me, all that stuff's online. They can check me out at my website, dandyhenriksen.com, if they want to see any of the videos. But yep. Both Moody and I and Pat have all had multiple appearances on all the different late night shows. So
I've been kind of super snooping you guys and watching your clips online, watching the comedy clips, and you very, very funny guys. All 3 of you, very, very funny. We're excited to have you in Sioux Falls coming up here this Friday.
Yeah, I can't wait to come. I think I'm going to stick around and get a job at that Amazon.
It'll be a while before they're open, but if you want to stick around, we'll you can stay in our guest room.
I can get a job building it, and then
I'll
get a job working inside of it. That's how I can stick around.
Well, we're excited to have you in Sioux Falls this weekend. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, and I can't wait to do an in-person show with real people all getting together and laughing. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. It's coming up this Friday. It is the Washington Pavilion, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. If you want more information, I've got a link to buy tickets, a link to win tickets, all of that at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about bettercreditcards.com forever now, but we want to mention that bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website bettercreditcards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Holy Humor Month, brought to you by our friends at Crossroads Book and Music in Sioux Falls. And right now, our church that we get to spotlight is Linwood Church. I have Pastor Mark Sundstrom joining me. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Very good. We're excited to chat with you. Now, how long has Linwood Wesleyan Church been in Sioux Falls? Quite a while?
Yeah, since 1962, 63, started as a house church, and then had its first, official building up on North 10th Street in the 60s.
That is really cool. And Linwood Church is located where then?
Now we're on 57th Street, kind of close to 57th and Cliff, just west of there.
Very cool. And I see linwoodchurch.org is the website. When do you guys get together? Just like once a week or a couple times a week?
We have Wednesday evening programs for students, high school, middle school, as well as elementary and down to pre-K and nursery. So we do that on Wednesday nights. And then on Sunday mornings, we meet at 9 and 10:30 for pretty much the same service. It's available in person and online as well.
Very cool. And again, the website, linwoodchurch.org. Now, here's my favorite part. It's Holy Humor Month. You get to tell me a joke. And you said you got a couple of dad jokes for me?
Yeah, dad jokes are kind of a passion of mine. I got 4 boys, and interestingly enough, my youth pastor here has limited me to a daily quota of 1 per child per day with no rollover jokes.
Oh, nice.
That in itself is a little humorous.
That's good. I love that. So fire when ready.
All right, so my all-time favorite dad joke is, why are dad jokes so funny?
Why is that?
Because the punchline is apparent.
See? I love that. It's perfect.
There you go. I know. Like, what can you do that's better than that? And then the second is it's a close second. It's, what's really, really blue but not very heavy?
I don't know. What's really, really blue but not very heavy?
Light blue.
See?
Yeah,
simple.
We call those audible eye roll.
Oh, I love it.
You can hear the eyes rolling. So,
well, thank you very much for being a part of Holy Humor Month with us. We appreciate it a bunch.
Absolutely. Thanks for the invitation.
Again, Pastor Mark is with Linwood Wesleyan Church. Linwoodchurch.org is how you find them. And Holy Humor Month is sponsored by our friends at Crossroads Book and Music in Sioux Falls.
Addiction. It's a problem for many. And addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. The S&P 500 edged higher Monday to set a new intraday all-time high, but failed to hold it into the close. The day's action was light and held within a very tight trading range on the eve of the busiest 3 days of earnings reporting this quarter. In total, there will be more than 180 S&P 500 companies reporting this week, with an equally large percentage of Dow components to boot. If the bulk of the reports fail to impress, we could see the indices begin corrective action. Reports on tap include Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Facebook, among other top names. The biggest risk is that consensus estimates have been on the rise and may have already priced in much of the expected earnings gains. Also on tap are some key reads on the economy, as well as the FOMC meeting and announcements. There is no change to policy expected, but indications of rising inflation or shifting FOMC sentiment could be bad for equities. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.